What's your name, sir? All right. Give me just a minute. I'm catching up on some paperwork.
Last name starts with M, Joe?
Yep. All right. You are here for sentencing. Officer Garcia, please. Have you had a chance to look at this report and recommendation? Show him that, would you? Take a minute to look that paperwork over. Which one do you have ready, Mr. Bowditch?
I have a sentencing on Mr. Harris.
Sir, I'm just going to take your time. Just step away from the podium. Take all the time you need. Mr. Harris, come on up.
Yeah, Your Honor, for the record, Jeff Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Mr. Harris. Sir, could you tell the judge your name for the record, please?
Jamal Harris.
Thank you, sir. Your Honor, today's date time for sentencing in this matter. I have received a review of Mr. Harris. We do find the facts to be accurate, no additions, no deletions, no corrections. We would ask the court to respect the adopt the recommendation.
All right. Sir, nothing you want to add?
Apologies for my attire this morning. Good afternoon, Your Honor.
All right. Okay. All right. All right. On count one, the impaired driving, 12-month probation. I'm adopting in full the recommendations that you've gone over with Mr. Bowditch. Items 1 through 10, those are now court ordered. On the other two files, I'm going to put you on 12-month probation. Obviously, same terms of probation. Count one is $1,400. Count 2 and 3 are $300 each. So the total is $2,000. You can talk to Ms. Tiroli about payments. I've got to tell you though, according to our information, you still got outstanding warrants out of 20th and 22nd District. You got court dates on those two courts or at those two courts? Okay, so the warrants aren't outstanding now. Okay. All right, any questions? You all set? Talk to Ms. Tiroli. You're welcome. Emily, on O'Neill, show cause. I'm inclined, instead of bench warning, I'm inclined to close the file and put a conviction on the record.
That was going to be my recommendation, especially since we're getting out that new offense this past weekend. And I talked to her yesterday, we confirmed today's hearing date.
All right. Pronounce your last name again.
Bellissima.
One more time.
Bellissima.
Vicissimo.
Bellissima.
Vicissimo. All right, Mr. Vicissimo, you've read this.
Yes.
Anything in there that's not factually correct? Is it all true? Okay, tell me what's not true about what's in here.
Alcohol is very not alcohol.
You're not an alcoholic. You don't have a problem with alcohol is what you're telling me. Okay, but factually it's correct. Your address, where you work, all that stuff is correct. And do you have a court date at the 35th District Court, or do you still have an outstanding warrant? That's the court in Plymouth for a drove license suspended ticket?
Yes. I was paid it, but I was below me. I was going to work and I'm trying to pay.
All I want to know is, are you dealing with that in Plymouth, or are you in warrant status? You have a court date. Okay. All right. Did you understand the recommendation from probation?
Yes.
Give you fines and costs, have you do 48 hours of community service, and give you a deadline. That's the recommendation from Ms. Tiroli. You understood?
Yes.
All right. Is there anything you want me to consider before I set the terms of your sentence? Anything you want me to consider? No?
I need just a small chance.
You need a chance for what? You mean you need time to take care of this? Okay, yeah. We'll put you on a payment plan and we'll give you time to do the 48 hours. Anything else? All right. I'll turn you over to Ms. Tiroli. Good luck. Can you pay the full $1,300 within 90 days? 3 months. You sure? Was that easier? Just we gave him 2 things to do. He's got 90 days to get them both done?
Perfect, okay, yep, I was entering community service options, that was. We are all set.
Good luck. You as well. You want that too?
Recommended under the license.
So Emily, I'm down to St. Clair and Osborne.
The guy Osborne is the kid, yeah, but he is.
Yeah, but his attorney should be here.
Attorney any other day just came.
Oh, yeah.
There you get a close to that. Thank you.
So you don't use the punch clock, but we do. And in order to use it, we have to get a security code.
All right, calling the case of Michael Osborne.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Dean Ankuni, appearing on behalf of Mr. Osborne, who stands to my right, the state of New York. Michael Osborne. Judge,
Thank
I
you.
did receive
Good.
Mr. Osborne also received a copy. We did go over that together. There are no factual inconsistencies in that report. We don't have any corrections or additions to make to that.
Okay, awesome.
I would like to state he has no prior offenses. He just actually graduated from Wayne State University.
Good.
Bachelor's degree, so he has a very bright future ahead of him. He's living out in Lansing, Michigan right now. We've had many discussions regarding this incident. He's treated it very seriously.
Okay.
It's actually devastating to him, and I think that's the right attitude to have.
I do too.
Criminal case, I think that's the way you treat it. And I think this is an isolated case. I don't think he's ever going to be in the justice system again. I did read the recommendation from the probation department. It is actually a very fair recommendation, considering how serious he's treating the matter. And he's been involved with my advice every step of the way. If your honor is inclined to allow the payment of fines and costs in this case, then I think that would be appropriate.
Okay.
Possible repercussions of the mistake that I made within the last few years. It's been life altering to say the least. And I mean, it's pretty much changed my path in life because I didn't really know what was going to happen since I made that mistake. And it's definitely not a path I would walk down again.
So what's your bachelor's in?
I have a bachelor's of science in business administration, but it's majored in global supply chain. So I'm fixed towards logistics.
How's the job prospects looked?
Right now I'm working for Ryder Systems. I just started less than 2 months ago.
Well, that's a degree you could use with Ryder.
Yeah.
Good.
It's
Good.
been good so far. Slowly but surely.
Okay, awesome. All right, so I'm gonna suggest we can send him with the paperwork so we can go to Van Buren Township right now for his prints, right? Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go along with the recommendation. $1,300 is the total, including the restitution to the township. And as far as the fingerprint order, we'll give you paperwork. You can take care of that before you go back to Lansing. All right?
I did speak with, an officer, out in Lansing, and I confirmed that he can do his prints out there.
Okay. Yeah, you want to do your prints locally in Lansing, or you want to take care of it today before you leave?
If I'm able to take care of it. I've never gone through this process before. If I can take care of it here,
I can guarantee if you walk in with this piece of paper to Van Buren Township, they'll do it and get you out of there probably within a half hour.
Yeah, I'd like to take care of
What do you think, Jamie? Probably a half hour to get him, unless they got a crowd full of people.
it.
Yeah. So can I just give him my order?
You signed it. Jamie, make a copy.
Okay. Officer Garcia, if you would be so kind. Yeah.
Just to get the ball.
Okay. As to the money,
You have 14 days to pay in full.
sure. Yeah,
Yeah, just one.
okay, good luck to you, sir. Counsel, always a pleasure.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, it's after 2:00.
What we just witnessed is a reminder of how the justice system tries to balance accountability with second chances. The judge didn't ignore the mistakes made in this courtroom, but he also recognized that punishment alone isn't always the full answer. Probation, fines, and community service are meant to hold people responsible while still giving them a path to correct their actions. Moments like this show that the courtroom isn't just about penalties, it's about decisions that can shape someone's future. But here's the real question. When someone asks the court for another chance, how far should the justice system be willing to go to give it?